Hello there, my friends. Welcome back to our live stream of Flight Simulator. I'm doing some testing right now. So let me change our... let's see, quickly retitling this so this makes sense. Part 3. And we're going to call this Stream Deck Programming. Cool. All right, my friends. Before we take off here really quickly, I want to give a shout out to our channel members. Right here. Prestico 1137, Sean Hammond, and Tony Allen, my Vanguard historians and early access historians. Deeply appreciate you guys being here. Don't forget, 7 different YouTube channels where I do all different kinds of content here. Right now, what we are doing is we are in my flight simulator right here. There we are. And basically, we're about to get hit by this ginormous jet. So this right here is our Vision jet. I hope it rolls past us. Oh, good. It's going to evade. So this is our little Vision jet. In our little Vision jet here, we're going to try to see if the programmings that I've done on my little Stream Deck are going to work with it. So if I scroll all the way to the end on my Stream Deck, I should have a extra page here, specifically for, hello again, Zach. I should have programmings here for autopilot, for heading, for a couple different functions on the Stream Deck, and I'm hoping that they help me control my aircraft a little better. So I'm getting that programmed in right now, and we're trying to see if that's working. I got it to work on one other aircraft, but it seems different for each aircraft, which is highly unfortunate. So let me hop in here, and we're going to have a look-see here and see what our options are. Vision Jet's one of my favorite airplanes ever that whoa, definitely want to learn how to fly. Well, good thing that doesn't count. So we're going to be taking off here in a second, and I don't know where I'm flying to. The goal is just to get airborne and then test all the functions to see if the functions that I programmed in my one airplane work in this one as well. So we'll let this plane take off, and then I'll take off after it, and hopefully we'll have something here. So let's go ahead and take off our parking brakes. Hopefully no one else is coming. I'm going to go ahead and throttle up, and we're going to scoot on out of here. We're going to get a little airborne here. I hope you're doing well, Zach. All right, going to go flaps 10 degrees. There we go. Oh, wow, already 100. This jet is amazing. All right, let's trim out. Whoa, let's definitely trim out. Let's get those, oh my word. Getting my flaps in control here. Let's go ahead and slow back here a little. Okay, so let's go ahead and see if autopilot works. I'm going to turn on autopilot. Hey, that's great. Okay, we're going to tell it to do a heading. I can't tell if that's working. It looks like it is. It's turning. I have a heading bug indicator that I can change. Hey, that's changing. So let's tell it to go east. So I'm going to go ahead and set it to go east. It should trim out here right about now. Okay. Let's see about landing gear. Landing gear is down. We'll bring that up. All right. So far, so good. I'm very pleased with this. This is great. All right. Less work for me to do is always a good thing. So I'm very pleased with this. Wow, this thing is truly a jet. I am not licensed in this jet yet. Jets will be the goal, but in my... wow, we are climbing so fast. Let's turn altimeter on, and then we should have a bug to control my altimeter. It's not working. Okay, so... yeah, right now our altimeter is not working. I mean, yes, I can trigger it on and off, but I can't change what the altimeter's holding at, so that's a problem. Let's go ahead and also do a direct 2. Okay, unfortunately, direct 2 is not working, and not only that, but it's doing something crazy with my systems here. Huh. That was weird. I don't understand what that programming was doing, so that's not working. So let me go ahead and grab my Stream Deck settings. And I had a Direct 2 programmed into this, but I'm going to go ahead and delete it. So it doesn't mess up. Everything else is working, though. So we'll go ahead and delete both of those. Now, down here. Nav source is GPS bearing. So I'm curious if... I haven't learned all my settings here about like how we can program this to fly elsewhere. This is working good though, except for my altimeter settings. That is not working right. Like I said, I can turn it on. You can see that up here. It goes from PIT to Alt. So it's working, but it's not changing it like it does in my other one. So, interesting. I mean, everything else is working fairly smoothly, so... All right, PFD home. Traffic map. That's cool. Minimums. Don't know. So let's go back. Speed bugs. Not sure. Timers, minimums, PFD. All right. That back squawk is loud. Let me see if we can turn off that nav, because that's noisy. There. We'll just invert the comms, so I won't have to hear that anymore. Boy, we were booking it through this. How would we change our... Definitely not there. All right, level. Here we are. Vertical speed control. See, this is one of the things I want to control. My altitude selector is also what I want to control. So I can go like this, and it will change it up there. So if we tell it that we want to go 5,000 feet... So we'll change our heading bug to 5,000 feet. And we should start climbing. There we go. Right now, it says we're 3280. We're not moving even though we're set. If I tell it Alt, nothing happens. If I tell it Alt again, nothing happens. So even though we have given it a header bug on how high to climb, it's not setting it. Interesting. We can't change it with the plus and minus like we can in my Cessna. Level mode is off. If I do level mode on, what happens? Level mode is now on. So let's go ahead and turn that. Autopilot's on. Flight director's on. Heading is off. Navigation is off. Interesting. So let's put heading back on. And I can do that here on my other controller. So altimeter on. Navigation is not on because I still need to program in. There we go. Need to program in a new place to take off and land. So here's flight plan. Let's see. Add destination. Nope. Let's go back. Here we go. Let's see. Nearest. Let's just select the nearest and activate nearest. All right. Now that we have nearest programmed in, now we can hit navigation, and it should begin the process to take us to the nearest. So looks like we're going to hang a Louis. Now, as we do this, we're still sitting at 3,000 400 feet, and we are climbing at 300 feet a second. I don't know if that means it's taking us up to the 5,000. So let's put it to the test and tell it that we want to go to 2,000 feet. There we go. FLC mode, not sure what that is. Vertical navigation is off. So what we should see is once we level out here at the navigation, I'd like to see this drop below, which is going to tell us that we're going to start to go down. Not so lucky so far. In fact, we're climbing by a lot, even though we have our header set at 2,000. So there is no reason to continue this climb. This jet is awesome. Okay, so now we're getting back on our vector here. You can see that purple line or pink line, however your eyes choose to see it, and we are lining up directly perfect on this VOR. So we're just sitting right on that line, square as day. Okay. So let's try another button. Let's try vertical navigation on. Nothing happening. Let's try FLC on. Ah, look at this. FLC is now sending us down. FLC was our answer. Magenta. Okay, fine. Zacho says magenta. We'll call it magenta. It's a magenta line today, folks. All right, toggle altitude hold mode. All right, we're dropping like a brick now. All right, coming out of the sky. Will we pull up when our bug gets to 2,000? That's the question. We're looking really good. We are about to go over speed. I'm going to pull back on our throttle just a touch more. All right, we're about to fly over the airport that we are looking to land at. Now, here's a question, something I have not tried yet. Do we have an approach for 25 TA Ferris? Add origin, add en route waypoint, add destination. No. So if we say waypoint, nearest waypoint, Ferris, which we are now directly over top, we can activate that. We've already activated that. Now it's going to start just circling around the airport until we can figure out. So as we circle, I'm wondering, that's not Ferris over there. We've already passed what would be Ferris. Out of curiosity, what is that? That one is, looking at our GPS, KHPY. So let's do this. Let's go here. We're going to go to here. We're going to backspace for KHPY. PY. Enter. KHPY. Activate to KOA. Yeah, sure. So now we should be in alignment with KHPY. So now we're hanging a Louie, and now we're going to start circling around KHPY. Beautiful. Okay, so there it is out the back window here as we circle around. I would like to see if there's an approach for KHPY. So let's go back again. Map settings, traffic, flight plan, proc, arrival, KHPY. And we're going to hit enter on that. Select arrival. I don't have a map, so I don't know. So let's just select one. Runway 14. And let's go ahead and load. KHPY. At origin, KHPY through CE SAN 4 14 right. Okay, now, at this moment, I'm not sure if we're actually following through with that programming or not. So we'll activate KHPY. Now it's going to put us back on that. And we'll begin circling again, I assume. Yes. So I guess the goal is it gets you over top the airport, and then you have to begin dealing with your, let's see, PFD, MFD right now is what this is reading towards. So flight plan options, show on map. Okay, never mind. Map settings, delete flight, rename. En route waypoint done. Arrival. Select approach. All right. Preview. Show on map. Oh, this is beautiful. Okay, I like it. Load and activate. We have now loaded and activated what looks to be a approach. Is it actually going to fly that approach, though? This is what I don't know. It looks like it's doing something, so we're going to let it play through. Thanks, Zach. Have a good one. I love the Vision Jet. Beautiful plane. Is this going to work? All right, looks like it's lining us up for our approach, hopefully. I have a theory about what we're going to see, but I'm not sure. Now, PFD, so MFD, nav and comms. I have not done anything with the nav and comms. Usually there would be some kind of flight ident. No information on the airport. I was kind of hoping there would be some airport information. You'd usually have that by now. Okay. What I would like to see... All right. I'm hoping it's taking us out and then taking us on a circle and then allowing us the opportunity to come back in for landing. Like it's giving us a good landing point back. I'm not sure. I'm really hoping that's what's going on here. All right, that looks like it's promising because, look, there's a loop area out here. All right, this could work. This could work. Never done this before, so I like what I got going on, and I got going on what I like. That's right. Let's see, Volo Films Drone. Hi there. What are you doing this stream? Trying to figure out how to fly the Vision Jet and trying to learn a little bit more about GPS coordinates. I'm in free flight mode. We will get back into career mode here in a little bit, but I am programming my Stream Deck right here with autopilot controls at this moment so that I don't have to click and tap on my screen with the mouse nearly as much as I have been doing. That is the game plan. So the goal here is I'm trying to add in all my settings. I've got some. I can turn on and off autopilot. I can turn off and on and off my heading, my navigation. I'm still trying to figure out my my altimeter and things like that. That's working in certain planes and not in others. It's stuff like that. So looks like we're coming up on a holding pattern out here. I have programmed in. Let's see where I could look at this. So in the MFD here, too bad we can't select MFD here, I have that we are doing an active flight plan, preparing for my first attempt at trying to do an approach. I've thought about a Stream Deck. Can you program it for any function on the sim? As far as I can tell, you can. The reality is, though, I'm programming it as if you're programming a keyboard. Okay, so you figure out what the keystroke is on the keyboard for that command in Flight Simulator, and then you tell the Stream Deck to follow through with that command. Now, my Stream Deck is incredibly important to me. I use it for any video work that I do, whether it's through my stream or through any opportunity I can, because it really is a lifesaver. And yes, it is just technically a keyboard with little mini TV screens in each button, but it really is fabulous. So if you're considering getting one, get one. It's worth it. In my humble opinion, it is absolutely worth it. They're expensive, but it is worth it. The software, everything truly does what it says it does. I'm very pleased with it. All right, I'm hoping that we're going to start turning here in a second, even though we're kind of getting off our vector by a lot. I am not really sure what's happening here because we're way off our vector now. GPS, APY, and Alt FLC is still on. Yeah, we're so far off our vector now, I don't know what we're doing. Are we running in nav still? Let's see, navigation. GPS. LV nav, suspended. Okay, now what? Because I feel like we're getting off track here. So let's go ahead and... I suppose it's easy to transition between different aircraft rather than on dedicated sim hardware. Yeah, I would love to make that a possibility. And I would love just to get a flight yoke. Like, I don't care what plane I'm flying. If I could have a general flight yoke versus the one I have here... And, you know, some foot pedals would be kind of cool. I'd prefer a flight yoke over a joystick, but that's just me. Okay, we're so far off path here. Let's see what happens here if I redo this vector. Let's see where it takes me now. So WADOB vector, and I don't have a map. I used to have Tiny Map on my Flight Simulator 2020. Let's go ahead and slow back here. All right. Let's see. Top internob. I'm looking for something that like zooms out of my map so I can see a little better. Traffic weather. Operate standby absolute. Motion vector. Map. I don't need two maps. So how do I hide a map? Oh, full screen. Hey, that's cool. Okay, so we're following through on this vector now. So could I have a map on this one? Doesn't look like it. Split. Oh, hello. Now, so I can go full or I can split it, which is cool. PFD map. HSI map. Oh, interesting. Yeah, that's worth it in my opinion. Inset map. No idea. Traffic inset. No, let's do inset map. Map detail. Most. Yes, please. I'm the mostest with traffic and absolute terrain settings, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Let's go back. PFD settings, split screen, SVT terrain, enable. Wow, that's crazy. Sure, let's try it, because I don't know what it is. Oh gosh, thank you. I don't deserve that. Very kind. I really don't deserve that. Thank you. Wonderful. Thank you. I don't know what makes it a great stream. Thank you. I appreciate it. Just wishful thinking and smacking buttons, and hopefully we'll land somewhere safely. But no, thank you. That's very, very generous, truthfully. La 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 la. I mean, literally, I'm a nobody knowing not what I am doing. I have no idea what I'm doing, and I'm just here to have fun and learn something new. Okay, so we got the what?
Vertical track.
Okay, not sure what that means. Thank you. All right. If I'm able to find a runway, that'd be great. No idea. No matter what, we're going to get back into career mode here in a bit, but I'm trying to like enjoy working out the bugs and figuring out the Stream Deck programming and things like that, and try to get things worked out here. For better or for worse, I'm going to drop my landing gear. Let's see, landing gear to retract landing gear. Okay. Looks like I should be under 150 Kias, and I'm not sure what Kias stands for. But that is definitely going to bring our airspeed down just a touch. Let's see. Oh, man, we got such a long way to go back. Now, POMDE, I thought that was an approach. I thought POMDE was the approach that we were on to get into this airport that I wanted to land at. So, waypoint info, airport, KHPY. Let's go ahead and prep for landing. I was trying to do it through approach, but we're just going to do this. So let's go out of here. Let's go to direct to. Let's switch this up to KHPY, PY, and let's hit enter. Okay, activate KHPY. All right. Now we're on approach. Looks like we're about 3 minutes out, which means we got to get our butts a little lower. We're 2,000 feet. So I'd like to. Well, no, 2,000 feet is about right. If I'm being blunt. You need more viewers. This is actually really high quality streaming. Thank you. I appreciate it. I will take that. All right, we're gonna go flaps at 50%, and try not to die. As we get a little slower here, 124. Now, one thing I would like to do is see over my just a little more. Usually you can do something like that and kind of see. Oh, Ferris. I think Ferris is where we're landing. So just above there is a little marker and it says Ferris. Now we're still flying on GPS. I haven't turned off my autopilot yet. So we're coming in real slow here. Let's also see if I want to go lower right now. And I try to take my my altimeter down, it's not letting me do it. So we're going to drop this down to 1,500. And, okay, we get the beep. And nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. It needs to happen. All right, how is our FLC? FLC says it's off. We'll turn it on. It's going to start ducking us down. All right. Sweet. It's some sort of something. It's some sort of something. Okay, we have the airport looking as closely as I can. We're in a rough alignment with it, too. Definitely don't like that we're flying basically IFR coming in here. PC specs, a big mash of nonsense. I think it's like 32 gigs of RAM. I think it's a 4080 or 4070 Ti Super. What is it? It's a AMD Ryzen 9 5150, I think, and I forget what the motherboard is. It really is just a mishmash of components that I threw together for editing in my day job. I'm a videographer by day, and I needed a computer that could, keep up with me. All right, here we go. We're going to drop down here to 1,000 feet. With FLC turned on, this is going to get us right over the ground because I really got to get low. I mean, we're flying IFR all the way right now. Hang on tight, passengers that we don't have. All right, I'm seeing a little bit of land. Oh, I really just can't see anything. And actually, did we just fly over the runway? No, we are about to, though. We might be flying over the runway. I'll circle back around if I have not done VATSIM. I did it for a moment on Flight Simulator 2020, but I just bought this one, the 2024, yesterday. And so I figured I would do career mode first. I totally overflew the runway, but that's fine. I can circle back. We're going to go into heading mode, and let's go ahead and take our heading bug to 240 degrees. Here we go, 240 degrees, and we'll begin circling back now. Still only 1,000 feet above the ground, and you can't see a darn thing. Holy smokes. Like, I'm going to have to go even lower to even begin this landing. This is going to be ridiculous. So no visibility. I love 2024. I think the graphics are fabulous. I think the graphics are absolutely fabulous. I'm deeply impressed. I do have eye tracking, which I don't have activated right now because it was just beginning to annoy me through Beam eye tracker. And I don't do the eye tracking. I do the head tracking on it. And that gives me a little bit. And actually, here's what I'll do. Let's activate it and see if it works. There we go. So right now it is... I was kind of hoping it would get me a little bit above. Okay, there we go. But yeah, it's not the most comfortable thing. And then so let me sit up really high, and let's go like this. Now it should be a little bit more accurate. Okay. Let's do the unthinkable. And let's bring this down to 500 feet. I just really got to get below this. And also our heading bug needs to be, let's go south, since I have completely lost track of where our airport is. Oh, man. I got to be honest. I have not tried landing in these kinds of weather conditions, and I do mean in years. Like, 2020, I've had it for 5 years, and I might have tried doing this. Oh, but look at this. Look at how beautiful this is. Can you guys see this? Can you see this? It looks wet out there. Like, it looks purposefully wet. It's really beautiful. I mean, really beautiful for what's out here. I mean, crazy. Man, I love the Vision Jet. All right, dropping down to 500 feet was a good move. All right, let's go parallel with the runway now. So, loving the stream deck right now with this, even something as simple as the heading bug and just doing the plus minus on the heading bug. I love that. The rain on the windshield is very nice looking. It's so clean, isn't it? Looks like we just exited some of that rain. Oh, we'll be back in it. Oh, this is so cool, though. This is so smooth. I've been playing all kinds of games on, my live stream here. I've been playing a lot of Stardew Valley for a while now. I was known for playing a bunch of mystery games and puzzle-solving games and things. That's what really kind of began the gaming streaming stuff. I'm not a gamer. Obviously, I love my Flight Simulator. But that's because I was raised on Flight Simulator since I was like a little kid, So, having fun, though. Having a lot of fun. See, look at this. I'm holding my head straight. I'm not moving it. I don't know if it doesn't like my beard or something. Because look at how much that camera moves around. It's a little frustrating. So let me go ahead and deactivate it. There we go. So now we should just be back on mouse control. It is very nice to have it, but it worked better earlier. They've made some rather unfortunate changes. It was using an outside tracking system. Ho, 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 ho. My AOA, what just happened? All right, throttling up. What just happened? Okay, I don't want to go too fast here. All right. How we looking? Well, we're 98, so we don't have to really worry about falling out of the sky right now. Almost stalled, auto throttle doing something dodgy. Yeah. You know more about this plane than I do. Guaranteed. I am such a just play around with the toys kind of guy. I love the Vision Jet. It just proves its point over and over. Proves its point over and over. All right, so here's my theory. We're going to go to... get up here to ROSSM and start turning here to get on IGBEC, and then we'll come back around and try our approach. I'm hoping that's long enough, but I'm just... Oh! I mean, look! Look at this! Look at this! Look at these clouds! And look at this! The sun on the ground over here is just... I mean, come on! And the rain still on the... We're still getting some raindrops. I thought that was like pixelation. No, that's rain on the window. I mean, how do you even beat this? This is flight... This is Flight Simulator. This is what makes it beautiful. X-Plane thought they had something, and Microsoft just goes, hang on. No, no. No, no. I mean, this is fantastic. I love this. You need to see the reflections on the wet taxi when you land. The runway. All right, cool. I'll do it. I will do it. Guaranteed. All right, let's, you know what? I'm doing this. We're turning off the autopilot, and we're going to hand it in and get her in. All right, altimeter is off. We are all control. Whoa, lightning? Was that lightning? All right, we're all in on controls right now. I'm just going to go ahead and slow down a little bit and try not to stall. Volo, do you happen to know the stall speed on this jet, out of curiosity? You're here. May as well bug you about it, right? Right. Okay. If you happen to know. If you don't know, no big deal. I'll land this like a paperweight one way or another. This is totally going to happen no matter what. All right, landing gear is down. Flaps are at 50%. I'd like to bring them down a bit more. 67 knots, thank you. Much obliged, Volo. You make a great co-pilot. I probably should have been the co-pilot. Oh, are we flying back into this? Oh, dear. We are flying back into this. I cannot see a thing. Okay. All right, I'm going full flaps. I might regret that. This will probably be a crash. I have faith that I might crash this. All right, let me get my... All right, where is... I know, duh. Okay. I have no visual of the runway. I have none. Oh, it's so beautiful, though. Even if I crash... Even if I crash, this is gorgeous. Okay, I need my GPS. I gotta see... Okay. Was it Ferris I was landing at? I feel like it was Ferris. Or was it Baytown? I don't remember. Okay, no, it's definitely Baytown, and I'm lined up. Oh, I see the runway now. Okay, we might actually... What on earth is this building? Oh! It's a power plant. That's amazing. Look at the graphics on that. Oh, that's sick. Okay, obviously I am not calling in a radio frequency or anything. I am totally failing at this miserably. Remember, I'm the passenger, the pilot's dead, and no one's giving me any commands, and we're just praying to God that I land this thing. That's the story we're going with, okay? That's the story we're going with. The guy plays way too much Flight Simulator, and he got on a flight, and everything went to hell, and here we are. Oh man, I really would love to see. Oh, that's so much better. Sitting up in my chair, just a tiny bit. All right. Oh, we so got this. We so got I am going to, like... I'm stalling. Again, I'm stalling. No, don't auto... I get it, but... Come on, we need to get our butts on the ground. And I'm way too high. All right. Yeah, but I got so much speed involved here. We're doing okay, I guess. Oh, this is so bumpy. All right. Oh, this is... Yeah, like I said, guys, we're totally going to crash. This is happening. Oh, and I'm slipping in. I'm literally having to slip in. Okay. Okay. Oh, it's such a small runway. It's such a small runway. Oh, we are so dead. Okay. And my hands are on the brakes. I need to get over to my rudder. Oh, dear. I prefer grass landings, for the record, so as long as I... Oh, the brakes are so nice. that... that was so fun. I love this game, man. I love this game. Oh my word. And seriously, this jet probably going to be my favorite plane of this. I've been flying the Cessna 172. I've been flying it way too long, and I'm like, please just give me something else to fly in the career mode. We've tried, doing, having people jump out of airplanes. We've tried the fun little flight tours, but I was really getting annoyed because they have the, I guess the blue arrows, the sky gates, and I'm like, I don't want the sky gates. I want to do it myself. But every time I do the sky gates, yes, I can follow my vector, but I didn't program that vector, so to me it still feels like it's cheating. I want to learn how to program my vectors and do all that properly. And then the next step past that is when I approach an airport, I fly over the airport. You fly over so then you can find your left turn in or whatever. I would love to say I know things about flying. I don't. So I don't know if it's always left turn in traffic or if there's any right turn in traffic. I'm not sure how that plays out. And so I just assumed it was left side traffic. And so you come in over the airport and you know what runway you want. You think you do. And then I land and it says I failed because I didn't hit its protocol. I didn't hit its thing I was supposed to hit because I didn't go through the gate that it would have had me fly through had I... So that sim makes a lot more sense in that kind of scenario, but I think you get what I'm saying. I want to at least, get through some of this career mode in Flight Simulator 2024 and see if I like it or not. And I'm just so annoyed at the lack of autopilot controls because I just don't know what I'm doing that I'm like, okay, we're going to put that into the Stream Deck. We're going to program the Stream Deck. So instead of me hunting around, I can just hit the buttons and I'm good. That kind of a mindset. I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm totally free flight, but all right, let's do this. Let's go to end flight. Beautiful flight. I'm pleased with that. I mean, come on, we landed in terrible conditions, so I'm very happy about that. All right, so back to career mode. And so far, I have a CPL. I think you landed with a bit of a tailwind, so good job. Well, thank you. So that means I landed the wrong way on the runway? Because would they usually have you land on tailwind, or would they have you land against the wind? Because don't they change up the runways so that you get like the landing into a certain direction? For the record, I was at one time a Part 107 drone pilot where you have to take a lot of the ground school kind of stuff. And I forget the majority of it, so it's been a minute. Okay, so let's see here. So in my certifications right now, I'm just a commercial pilot. I don't have any of my extra ratings. I do have 10,000 extra credits, so I could work towards... How much would it cost to do my multi? 15,000, of course. I thought about getting my tail rotor endorsement would be cool. Tail rudder. 5,000. Which means then I would be able to fly... Like, do they have a king? Oh, yeah, Cub Crafter. That'd be cool. Normally, headwind. Okay, there you go. See? That's what I'm talking about. I know a tiny bit. Oh, and I want Patey's. Mike Patey's Draco. I mean, like... Oh, I'm sorry. I know I'm going to be, like, doing courses, but I want Mike's... I want that plane. We're putting the money down. This is happening. All right, takeoff, initial climb, downwind, base, and final. Taking off, landing, and taxiing a plane equipped with a tail wheel is not as easy as it might seem. Airplanes with main gear towards the front of the aircraft and a small wheel underneath are commonly referred to as conventionally geared aircraft or tail draggers. You will be showing what you can do aboard one of the most advanced conventionally geared aircraft on the market, the Cub Crafters X-Crab. X-Cub. That's why I want the Draco, baby. It's overpowered, as it should be. Do they have Scrappy in this, too? I don't know if Scrappy is in this. I bet you that's in, like, the newer endorsement version or whatever. I think I'm going to skip our pre-flight check. Unless they make me do it. I'm going to skip to... The auto rudder assistance, I didn't see what that just said. All right, we're doing all 10. I usually actually like going through all the pre-checks, but I'm going to skip it because it'll be boring.
We'll be performing a standard traffic pattern around Miami's KLNA Airport with the Cub Crafters X-Cub. Remember that tail riggers do not behave in the same way as tricycle-geared aircraft while taxiing, taking off.
Oh, this is so boring.
Try to maintain center line and anticipate rear-wheel drift while turning on the taxiway.
As far as I know, it's a 2024 edition.
Progressively while pitching back once you land to avoid flipping the aircraft over.
Okay, and announcing...
Lima November Alpha Trap. You want to lift the Cub Crafters Alpha by Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is taxiing. Once you're on the main gear, zero reach rotation. Kilo Lima November. Start gently pitching back to take off.
Did you get that?
On the rudder to brace for left turning tendencies.
Hope you got that. I sure didn't. Is my brake still working? No, it's not. Okay. See, the other problem is every time I get in a new aircraft, all of the controls that I've programmed in for the other aircraft don't work in the aircraft I've hopped into. So I have to go. The default ATC is a bit messed up. Yes, it is. And for the record, all the AI is terrible. All of it. Period. All of it. Okay. And let's see. I mean, come on. This is a big, important game. Like, people like us love this game, right? Invest a little bit of time in getting some proper... If you have to do AI, and I'm not an AI fan at all. I'm an artist by day. It's my trade. So I don't like seeing generative AI. I don't use generative AI in my work. I like other things about AI, but not generative. If you're going to have to use AI for this stuff, which I can see why it's beneficial, make sure it's good. You know? Make sure it's actually good. All right. Brakes, brakes, brakes. I mean, this is Microsoft, for Pete's sake. You know? It's Microsoft. Put the money into this. You got the capability. All right. Press to announce takeoff.
Kilo Lima November Alpha traffic. Cub Crafters Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra. Taking off runway 10. Right close traffic. Kilo Lima November Alpha.
Okay. All right, here we go. Watching my rudder. Ooh. Piece of cake, man. Piece of cake. Which, I mean, come on. I've been in flight simulators since I was a kid, so I don't have anything to be afraid of. All right, let's come back on the throttle just a touch. They should just put Microsoft Copilot into it. I agree. Copilot's amazing. I like Copilot. I like Copilot over ChatGPT, frankly. And considering that Copilot is literally a chat bot, if you will, like it's trying, you got to tell it to shut up because it keeps talking. Like it keeps asking you questions to hold you in conversation, which is ridiculous. And I've been like, can you please stop trying to be so conversative? No, I'm sorry. That's part of my model. You know, okay, great. Lovely. That's, yeah, cool. Great views, my gosh. All right, maintain altitude 1,000 feet. Not paying any attention, just flying through the stupid blue gates. Bill Gates would be so proud of his blue gates. All right, reaching the base. Bouncing like a chicken with my head cut off. All right, we're going to need flaps here in a minute. Press to announce position.
Kilo Lima November Alpha traffic. Cub Crafters Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra. 1 miles north, 1,000. Inbound to land. Runway 10. Kilo Lima November Alpha.
What he said. Considering that's supposed to be me. But they don't have any characters with beards. All right. Oh, wow. Final already. Okay. Here we go. 10 degrees of flaps. Oh, no. Come on.
Try to land by making contact with all 3 wheels at the same time.
The gates are such cheating things, but they help. And I hate that they help. I don't want them to help. I don't want your help. But I will put up with it for Mike Patey's Draco. Get on all get come on. No, don't do that. All right, brakes. Careful. Careful. Ugh. All right, good enough. I mean, sure, I did a little crazy, but you know, can't complain. I can. I'm very good at complaining. Incredibly good at complaining. Okay. Aren't we all, though? All right. Not great, not bad, you judgmental punk. But I get it. You're right. Hey, first time in FS 2024. First time. And stop, baby. There we go.
Kilo Lima November Alpha traffic.
You were stressing for me.
Is taxiing to parking. Kilo Lima November Alpha.
We each got enough stress in our own lives. You don't need the stress for me. They're making sure we get our tail wheel practice in and coasting back. Oh, look at that, a Pitts. Nice. All right. Can't see you. Get out of my way. Yeah, we're. I know I should come forward more, but I'm just gonna park it right here. Just gonna park it right here. That's how it's gonna go. We're just gonna park it right here. I'm done.
Great flying today.
You don't have to.
You've clearly shown that you have what it takes to fly tail riggers and did so like a pro.
Did you hear him say that? Tail diggers. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Dude, that should be like an S rank. Come on. It's beautiful. I'm beautiful. What can I say? I'm a beautiful soul. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Congratulations. A certification tail wheel endorsement has been passed. Yay! Oh my gosh. I want to fly Mike's. Where is it? Why isn't it here? Oh, for missions. I can't fly Pades for a mission? Okay, well, obviously I don't care about missions right now. All right, free flight. Let's go here. And where's Pades? I need myself a Draco. Draco, pretty please. Where is that beautiful bird? Hello, my dear. Save and go back. Oh, I'm so excited to fly this one. Let's see. Where is he at? Isn't he out of Salt Lake or something like that? I don't know. We'll do Salt Lake. Let's see. What's this? Camp Williams Airfield, like right next to the mountains. Let's try that. Probably deeply regret it. I don't know. I just picked one. Just thinking right next to the mountains, get some push and pull around the area. Where on earth is the runway? I guess it's ahead of us. Oh my word, look at her. She's beautiful. Ah! Tree. Pady tree. How about 3? Where are you from that you say tree? You missing a few teeth? Okay. I Kind of wish that I could, like, start it myself, because I like that sort of thing. But we're just going to get airborne. There's other days for this. I just want to play. Holy mackerel! Ho! 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 There was nothing to that. Oh my gosh, this really is a baity. Oh, that's magic. Look at that, 47, and I'm not even stalling. Where's my stall point? $35. 42, roughly like 42. Oh, oh, this is great. Oh my gosh. Oh man, we're gonna have to backwood some of this, you know, as you would expect. Now, here's a question. I definitely want to see if I think I saw it in the 2020. I wonder if you can buy Patey's Scrappy build, because I mean, then that one's got the NOS in it. That one's got, you know, not that you can do anything with solar power chargers and the wings and things like that, but come on, you know, it's a Patey plane. You want to play with all of them, you know. Oh yeah, this is great. We're totally gonna crash, just so you know. Have to head off now. Catch you in the next one. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much for hanging out. Appreciate it. Deeply appreciate it. And thanks for the super chat too. It's very generous. See you on the next go round. All right, full throttle this. Let's see what happens. Oh, this plane is amazing. Whoa. Holy smokes, look at the lift when you use the flaps. Oh, that's beautiful. So if I need, like, quick lift out of here, let's try that again. Like, I know I'm, like, cutting really close to this, and then we full flaps it. Oh, that's how you break a plane. And I just thought I'd learned myself a new trick. Okay. So now we know how to be a naughty boy and not to use flaps like that. Look at that, 37 with full flaps, and I'm not stalled. How is that possible? Here we go. 35, 34, there it is. Up, tailspin, we're gonna die. So worth it. Oh my gosh. All right, try that again. All right, so let's pull this back. All right, I'm just going to tilt my nose down so we can keep a little bit of airspeed. But we're 57 knots right now. 54. With the nose pointed down by 20 degrees. And it still wants to slow down. Now, does Patey's have the front winglet too? Or is it just the back? Scrappy has the front winglet. Oh, this is so cool. I just want to try landing somewhere down here. All right. I just want to try landing somewhere. 46. I mean, we're not going to stall until like 35. So. Oh! And then take off. Oh, what an amazing plane. What an amazing plane. What a crazy amazing plane. I mean, what a plane. Absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. Holy smokes. Man, you can do no wrong in this plane. I mean, that's not entirely true, but still. All right, we're going to land. That way we can get on with another mission or two. At least we have tail draggers now. Oh, man, it lands so high because it stands so tall. Oh, my. Nope, we're about to pull a Patey. We're about to pull a Patey. Get over there. All right, no, we're good. All right. Woo-hoo-hoo. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, what a cool plane. What a cool plane. All right, that's a win. That's a win. I'm okay with that. That's a great win. I love it. Amazing. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, boy. All right, we only have 5,000 credits left, which we could do. Okay. 15,000 for that one. My instrument rating would be 10. Ouch. Night currency is 7,500. Okay. Let's just get the high performance endorsement out of the way. Why not? We got the money for it. Let's get it under the hat. So let's go flying. Maybe I'll try to start this one. No one's here in the live stream, so maybe we'll try and boot her up and see if she runs on my knowledge. Oh, look at that. All right. Let's get that. This. Okay. And this one. Examine. Cool. Oh, do we need to check like the front wing? Oh, this one's got. Oh, fuel cap. Okay. So is this where we gotta like test, pull some fuel? Why can't I do anything? It's probably gonna put itself away, right? No? Oh, okay. It's not letting me get close enough. There we go. So we pull that off. Why isn't it letting me do anything? Oh, no. Huh. Well, I'm going to have to pretend that I did it, because it's not playing nice. Okay. So what are we flying here? It's a Cessna. It's not a Cirrus, is it? Corvallis. Huh. Not one I recognize. I think it's pretty, but... Alright. Not one I recognize. Ooh, I like the cockpit. Ooh, I like the cockpit. Awesome. All right. I love this process of trying to figure out how to start things. Vapor suppression, flaps, go around. All right, heat, actual air conditioning. All right, primer. Let's see. Door seals on, pilot heat on. Let's see. Is some of our main power up here? Hey, what do you know? Onyx Master. Okay. Okay, cool. Okay, probably need to do this. What? Oh. Happy accident. Very happy accident. Okay. Okay, let's do that. Okay. Now, it says I need to shut down the engines. Why? And exit the aircraft. Remove pilot cover. Oh, I forgot a pilot cover on the pitot? Oh. Of course I did. Press shift to enter aircraft. All right, now we're good. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and do everything I already did.
Time to show what you can do with more powerful aircraft. You will be flying a Cessna 400 TT Corvallis today.
Corvallis.
With more than 200 horsepower, it has to be the most powerful single-engine piston-powered plane that you have ever flown. Try to be gentle on the controls and remain alert during takeoff and landing. Do not hesitate to apply some right rudder to counter the aircraft's left-turning tendencies.
Okay.
Ground, November 1-2 tree X-ray. Request taxi to the active, close traffic.
November 1-2 tree X-ray. Taxi to and hold short of runway tree 4 via taxiway. Contact tower on 128.25 when ready.
Okay.
Taxiing. Hold short runway tree for using taxiway. 2 tree X-ray.
Okay, release parking brakes. Now, there's that machine right there, so I'm a little confused on how I'm supposed to go around this thing. Easy enough, I guess. That tree is going to annoy me to death.
Cleared for takeoff, runway tree 4, 2 tree X-ray.
Oh, too fast. Too fast. Too fast. Too fast. Too fast. Okay. Whoa, what on earth is going on? Oh, dear. What? 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 Come on. Airborne. Got a boy. Woo. Like, taking off halfway on the runway didn't seem quite right to me, but that's where it told me to go on, so... Can't say I like it, but... Alright, we're flying. Really fast, for the record. Good heavens. 109 nautical miles. Feel like we're going way faster than that. All right. So far, so good.
2 tree X-ray, wind 255 at 4. Cleared to land runway tree 4.
Cleared to land runway tree 4, 2 tree X-ray.
All right, where is that runway, though? Okay. I'm probably way too fast to pull my flaps. That's one thing I'm slightly concerned about. Is the runway ahead or is it next to me? It's next to me. That's what I thought. All right, we're trying flaps. Max speed, of course. All right, it says I'm too fast. Extra flaps, please. Still too fast. There we go. All right, I got flaps all the way down now. What are we sitting at? 80? 79. Flare, 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 flare. Reducing my speed.
2 tree X-ray. Exit runway when
Doing it.
X-ray. Contact ground on 128.25.
128.25 for 2 tree X-ray. Ground, November 1, 2 tree X-ray. Taxi to parking.
November 1, 2 tree X-ray. Taxi to general aviation parking via taxiway.
Taxiing to general aviation parking using taxiway. 2 tree X-ray.
Close enough. Nice job. Whew.
Solid performance.
Thank you.
With a few simple tweaks that would have been a perfect flight.
Excellent. Like what? Yeah. I figured, but I passed. All right. Plane handling was good. Respect taxi path, reasonable. Respect traffic pattern path, excellent. Okay, cool. All right. Allows you to operate a plane with an engine capable of producing over 200 horsepower. What do we got now? So we got 185 Skywagon, Corvallis, the de Havilland, Extra 300, the Edge. Oh, so we got all the stunt planes. Ooh, Beechcraft Bonanza. Aereo Optica. No idea what that's supposed to be. Piper. Oh, Piper. Nice. And the Pits. Okay, we're broke. We're out of money. So we got to get some more money to get some more endorsements. So there's more work ahead of us. Well, we got a little bit of everything. 45 minutes on the Cub. What else can we fly? Skyhawk. Piper aircraft. PA-28 236 Dakota. 20-minute leg. Let's do this one. First flight, Jordy and his Saint Miguel de Floiva Discovery Tour. Okay. At least it's just not the same plane, you know? Oh, it's fun. Look at that livery. It's white. It's very white. That is a very white airplane. All right. I'm not going to worry about it. We're just going to go right to taking off. Wow, that's a tall tail. Oh man, this thing is old.
Share our passion. On board, you're taking someone who lives nearby, Jordy, by his own, for a nice scenic ride over the region. Seat belt fastened? Then you're all set.
This is a very old Piper.
Lima Echo Whiskey Golf traffic. Echo Charlie Charlie Foxtrot Romeo is taxiing to runway tree 4. Lima Echo Whiskey Golf.
Hi, Captain. I'm Jordy. Can't wait to be looking down at my hometown.
Lima Echo Whiskey Golf traffic. Echo Charlie Charlie Foxtrot Romeo. Taking off runway tree 4. East departure. Lima Echo Whiskey Golf.
It's a bit scary, but still exciting. Mostly exciting.
This plane is ancient, so I can see why you'd be scared. Boy, I like those Garmin 1000s, 2000s versus this. Oh gosh, we're bouncing around. Oh my word. Okay. All right. Let me go ahead and reset my eye tracker really quick. Oops. There we go. Hopefully that'll be a little better for my head. Okay. And here we go. All right, flaps down 10 degrees. And here we go. All right, 60. Ah, lovely takeoff, though. Nice and smooth. Way smoother than I was expecting. All right, let's get those trims pulled back a little. Awesome. Bumping around a little bit.
Hey, it's shaking.
Yeah, sorry, it's an old plane. The wings are about to fall off, you know. This is the one plane I should have done an inspection on before taking off.
I almost forgot to take pictures.
All right, let's get our
It's so quiet here. So peaceful.
flaps all the way up. The big headphones help. All Trim down. We're sitting pretty.
You must feel like the king of the world when you fly over here at sunset. Need to try that someday. No fear for heights at all. I feel super safe. Like we're in our own little bubble.
That's the gist.
Now that you're airborne, how do you like it? So far, so great, right?
Concita, thanks for checking in. Having a great time, and it's surely thanks to my pilot.
Good. I'll leave it to you then. Enjoy the flight.
Yeah, what would you do different? How would you fix the scenario from the ground? Just curious, Concita.
Look at the sky. It's like cloud surfing, literally. Hey, that's San Michel de Fluva. We've got such a clear view from here. I love it. Check this view, guys. Now look at my arm. Goosebumps.
I'd rather keep looking at the view. Thank you so much. How are we doing on speed? We're doing good.
This is better than any postcard.
It's a lot more expensive than any postcard, too.
To remember every moment of this.
All right, I think that's the end.
Echo, Whiskey Golf traffic. Echo, Charlie Charlie Foxtrot Romeo. 6 miles southeast, 1300, inbound to land. Runway tree 4. Lima, Echo, Whiskey Golf.
Hearing tree 4, I swear, is like nails on a chalkboard. Tree instead of 3. Yeah, nails on a chalkboard.
The view, it really is a whole new world.
Almost there, guys. So Jordy having a good time? Ready for another round?
Thanks for the ride, Captain. I'm ready for another.
Lima Echo Whiskey Golf traffic. Echo Charlie Charlie Foxtrot Romeo is on final. Runway tree 4 to land. Lima Echo Whiskey Golf.
Full flaps. $70-ish. Okay. Here we are. All right, ready on the brake. Brakes are on. Oh, we're bouncing. Oh, we're bouncing. Oh, we're bouncing. That was not a hard landing.
Scary stuff.
Not an easy landing, but evidently no problem for you, Captain.
Oh, we have to shut down right here because I did not brake. I mean, that was a perfectly fine landing. I just... Grr. It's only going to cost me $10,000 to fix. You know, no big deal. Let's see how they rate it. Hard landing, no bonus. I'm still not going to be angry about that. It was not that hard a landing, okay? It's a grass runway. Level 13, bro. All right, what else? What is this? Flight seeing. 30 minutes. Difficulty. I actually want something more difficult. Let's see if there's anything over in the States. Oh, we haven't gotten to this yet. Ground cruise. Well, we got some jump sites. 45-minute flight. I just don't like that it's the Cessna. Why are they all Cessna flights? Why can't we use something a little bigger and more powerful? Tiber Dam? Is that in Montana? Yeah, it is. Totally. And maybe we can use our autopilot this time. Save me some pain. $4,100. Nice price. Okay. Here is my little bird as we take off. All right, let's hope that autopilot works for us for this one. We won't do any scans. Let's get right to it.
Hey pilot, hope you're in for a nice ride with our two champions of the day. Happy to team up with you. Alright, let's make this a jump to remember. I want to see smiles on those rock star faces when we're back here.
Okay.
Bravo 70 traffic. Cessna November 83676. Taking off runway tree 1. Departure to the south. Bravo 70.
Waiting for clearance. Takeoff from runway 31. I don't see any signs on where the runway is. I have no visual of any runways. Are we just taking off at random? Something doesn't feel right with that, but I'm doing it. That feels so wrong on every level. All right, up we go.
Hey buddy, are you okay with the flight path and all? You should have spotted it on your map. Your drop axis today is into the wind, heading 220 degrees true. Current on-site speed is 1 knot. Keeping an eye on all the variables for you from here. Alright, blue skies and a whole lot of fun jumpers.
Okay. We're going to try our autopilot system. Heading is on. Autopilot is on. So technically, we should be able to control our plane with our heading bug now. Okay, and then altimeter is on. And we're going to start our climb. And hope this works. We're going to find out. Why are you doing weird stuff? All right. Changing our heading. Okay, pulling back our speed a little. All right, we got a problem. FLC on. Okay. Let's go see if we can get better lined up with our gates. And let's also set our climb path to 10,000, I assume. All right, 10K. Let's get our bug in. Better alignment. There we go. Now we'll get back into our flight path. They'll dock me a little bit for doing it this way, but flying with my GPS makes much more sense to me. Okay, let's check FLC. Still on, so we should be climbing, but we're not. That is annoying. You check that the altimeter is definitely on. FLC is on. Okay, change our bug to get right underneath this. And now we can look at what might be going on here. So let's get our nose pointed up. And here we go. When you do this long enough, you learn to appreciate flying a plane by GPS and wire, unfortunately. Here we go. All right. Technically, this has me lined up perfectly where if I hit nav, you'd think it would fly me.
Hey guys, I'm Porter. You can call me Turtle. Quick reminders for you. Unfasten your seatbelt, folks. We've reached the safety zone. You want to be able to jump off the plane if something happens.
Huh, nav is working.
Hit 13,000 feet and jump.
13,000.
Free fall for up to 60 seconds, and then it's parachute time. Simple, effective, pure exhilaration.
13,000 feet programmed. We're doing it. Okay. All right, climbing steady.
Safe, don't worry. Your AAD will automatically open the reserve chute before it gets to the port.
All right. Let's point our nose down. All right, the nav is doing it. We're not even doing anything with the heading bug. That's pretty sweet. Makes this a lot easier and, frankly, a bit more enjoyable, in my opinion. I get to just sit back and enjoy the ride. And it's like, well, wait a minute.
Hope so.
Why would you want to do that? But I actually do want to do that. I want to... Whoa. Okay, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Hang on. There we go. Let's get back some of that speed. And then also... There is no mix on this plane. Nope, no mix on this one. Okay.
Now's the time to speak up or forever hold your peace, bro.
I can't stop shaking.
All right, 200 climb. A little bit of a long way up, but technically I think we can go like this and hide the visuals and just enjoy the ride because the GPS will handle most of the coordinate systems, I believe. Let me see. So, according to this, there are certain days.
Your first time in Chesterback would have been a shame missing the spot.
Love that they know Chester. The AI sometimes does something cool, but rarely. Let's see. I'd love to just zoom out. That's...
It's gonna be super cold, no? You're the one that's not that chilly out there.
Let's make sure we're still... Oh, we're a bit under. All right, well. Set it to 500. Now here's a question. If we go like this, we pull up our flight planner, and we look at our route, see, I could totally...
You'll have to wait until we get back down now, just to make sure you focus on joining the jump and nothing else.
All right, so 14,000 feet. Interesting. Is it AGL? Oh. So at FPL 003, do I have a call for APL 003? No, I don't. Initial climb, distant initial, downwind climb, U-turn climb, jump axis approach, jump axis start, jump axis end, upwind descent.
You're so lucky. Zipping in the clouds like the bird. That's what freedom is all about.
Okay. I'm just trying to find as many ways as possible to not have to use these gates. And I'm not getting enough information for myself personally that might all be there. But not quite enough information for myself to make me go, ah, I get it. I mean, I know we're going to be turning right up here any second now looking at our GPS. But it looks like a flight plan 003. So it's a waypoint that we built. We set up. And I'm not sure how that's done. That's something I would like to learn. Okay, how do you set that up and control that? Instead of just following a pre-built whatever, how do you do that yourself? Now, frankly, in about a 1.2 nautical miles, the plane should turn by itself. I mean, I should literally just be able to sit here and watch it work. Which is why I can take the time to look at all this and like try to see if I can figure out how it all works. How to build it, how to control it. Like menu. Declutter current. All right, procedures. Okay, hang on. What's going on? All right, let's get the nose down. Okay. Why are we stalling so much? I mean, literally, we're at 200. Last time, we were missing... Oh, is this it? Got to get that mixture just right. Now, I thought I programmed mixture. Oh, my. All right, that's a problem. All right, so far so good, though. Let's see, we're doing okay, so let's keep climbing because we got a long way to go. And let's fix our altimeter to be 14,000. There we go, 14,000. Looks like we're going for the next waypoint. See, now we're 80, so our mixture was off. I mean, the reality is the higher we go, the more we need to adjust it. Okay. Well, we got a long ways to go, so let's go ahead and push this up there and see how well we can get this thing to keep climbing. Flight plan. Here's what I was looking for. So right here we're on the edge of both our RPM and our FF or F flow. So we're at the best we can get. But right now we're at 84 knots without a problem, climbing at 600 feet per second. So we're not doing too miserable. Let's see if we can get just a tiny bit more out of this. $75, $74, $73. We're still coming down. So let's go 800 and see if it balances it out. 70 nautical miles. So we're 70 knots. Just keep it simple. $67, $66. All right, let's give us back just a tiny bit more. All of our stuff is at its peak. We're pushing the plane as best we can here. $65. Still kind of falling, but we're not doing miserable. 10,440. There we go. Looks like coming down to 500, 600 feet per second is getting us right at 63 nautical miles. Not much. Not much indeed. But gives them more time to dread their death. There is that thing, you know. You guys just ate too much. That's the real problem. All right. So, heading towards flight plan 005 at 11.8 nautical miles. Flight to jump run approach. All right. Press 2 minutes.
2 minutes, Corey.
Look at that. Now we're at 59. We haven't done a thing. It keeps dropping. Mainly because the higher we go, the less oxygen we have, I assume. The less airspeed. That's my assumption. It's my assumption. I mean, Montana, where this is right now, we're 3,000 feet above sea level, and we're flying to 14,000 feet. I don't know what the AGL is here in this situation. Remember, I'm not a real pilot. I love the idea of flying. I've played Flight Simulator for the majority of my life. Even done some drone courses, but that's about it. But one thing I'm super pleased about right now, autopilot's working smoothly. That makes me super happy. Oh man, the graphics of this are so incredible. I love this game. Love this simulator. I hate calling it a game. All right, 8.5 nautical miles to get over the airport. I think our launch point, let's check our knee board. Our jump axis approach and our jump axis start is right here. Now, the problem is it doesn't tell me what FPL that is. That's the part I'm confused by. Why doesn't it show the FPL or the flight plan characteristics, you know? Unless that's supposed to show that here somewhere. EN1 or EN0, add to flight plan direct to. So I'm assuming that's when we drop folks, and then EN1, then EN2. But it doesn't align with this. Start. And there's no way to really tell unless you could click on it somehow. So jump axis start. But it doesn't show. All right, we are at 13,000 feet. And I think we're dropping at 14. That's what our stuff here says. So, we're on the cusp of dropping our people. Are you ready to go fly? Because it's about to happen. 67 knots at the moment. Sure would like this to happen just a tiny bit faster. Yes, I know I could jump to it, but where's the fun in that? The experience is doing the entire flight, in my opinion. Looks like we can fix our mix a little bit. Whoa, no we can't. Best we can do is right there. Huh. Yeah, definitely got ourselves a little bit of a lack of air over the wings here. 67. All right, we're almost leveling out here. 3,600 Almost time. Almost time. Excuse me. Where's my water? I thought I brought it down with me. I did. All right, 14K. We're about to gain a lot of speed really quick. Here we go. As we start to level out, we should see our speed begin to come up. Here we go. And speed's ramping up. Excellent. 71, 72. 74. All right, we are at jumping height. We are about there, and we're coming up on FPL 005, which I am assuming is our jump point. 83. Now we're getting there. I was about to be angry that my flaps were down, but they're not. All right. Looks like we're about to go into our next waypoint here. Yep, here we go. Line with wind, 220 degrees. Set altitude to 13,000 feet. Set speed at 72. So here we go. We're going to slow back here just a tiny bit. We're going to drop our drop down to 13,000 and let's see, 72, 75, 74, 73, 72. All right. We're kind of dropping out of the sky, and I'm not sure why. What's going on here? I didn't do anything. My throttle is not working. Weird. All right. Press the jump. Jump, jump, jump.
The sky is yours.
Okay, I got a serious problem while they're jumping. So I got to do this. You guys go while I figure out what's going on. Here we go. All right, it's 2 of 3. 3 of 3, they're out. Jumpers are out. Jumpers are out. And we are stalling.
3676. Divers clear.
Can't wait to get the guys' feedback. Received. Keep an eye out to avoid crossing their paths. Fast landing, but keep it safe.
All right, I still have a serious problem. Something's wrong with my plane at the moment. Like, my throttle is completely not working. Here we go. Okay. All right, autopilot is off. Disengaged. And I can do a fast landing my way. I'm going to try it my way. I'm not going to try it their way. I really don't understand what's happening to my throttle. I mean, I have complete control of everything else, so why don't I have control of my throttle? Is it because of FLG is off, everything's off, autopilot's disengaged, I'll keep F and D on. Everything's disengaged. There is no excuse. Huh. I'd love to see where the jumpers are, but I think we're about to have more issues. Because if I can't control my throttle, I mean, everything works except for my throttle. Rudder works, everything on that controller, so there's very, very little excuse. All right, I think I have a visual of our runway. No throttle control whatsoever. Literally everything works. There is no reason. What? Come on.
Bravo 70 traffic. Cessna November 83676 is on final. Runway 13. To land, Bravo 70.
Okay, I've cut everything. All we can do is glide in now and hope I don't have any issues. Basically falling out of the sky as it is. Oh.
Wild rotation, wow. You save a bunch of fuel with that move.
I don't understand. I landed where I was supposed to. I have no idea where the runway is either. And I have no throttle. So I don't know. Stop your aircraft. Happy to.
Was a piece of cake today. When you want to go over the details, come by the base.
Oh yeah. Whew. Done. Done and done. Donezoed. Oh, thank goodness. Phew. Nice. All right, guys, I'm going to take a breather. I need to catch my breath a minute, but that's been fun. I hope you've enjoyed it. I have. Nice to hang out with you guys forever, whoever chills out with us. But until next time, keep it crispy, first and 412. God bless you all. See y'all next time right here on Legacy Gaming Studio. Peace.